Good morning. You join me just as the police boat is going past. Considering it's the end of January, I actually saw several boats today. Well, I say several for this time of year. During all my years of filming, I often see this boat out and about. They put it on a trailer and take it to wherever they're going to launch for that particular day and patrol around, so eventually covering all the 125 miles off the Broads. I read a post just yesterday saying that there's only 2 more weeks to go and then is the start of the hire craft being out and about again. When it gets to the end of October, I know I say this every year, but it gets to the end of October and I think, oh my goodness, whatever am I going to film through the winter to put out a video every single week? Well, somehow I seem to manage it. I've found enough boats each week to be able to upload something for you. I really don't know how, but sometimes it's right down to the last moment of filming. Like, I'm actually making this the morning that you're watching this evening. So it does sometimes take a while to find boats. But yeah, I'm amazed. I am amazed. I think a couple of weeks ago was the first time I panicked and thought, I'm really going to have nothing to upload. And then suddenly, miraculously, boats just suddenly appeared. So hopefully just another couple of weeks to go and then there'll be more variety for you to watch. It's the total opposite on my second channel that I have, where I show you the wildlife and day trips I have around Norfolk and Suffolk, out doing, all the things I like bird watching, etc. So I've 6 waiting to be uploaded, 1 a week. I haven't struggled at all to find things for there. So I have been busy through the winter, I must say. None of this, there's no boats, I'm staying in. I'm out basically every single day of the winter and summer, unless it's raining. And several people have seen me out and about throughout the winter and have found where I am and come and said hello. So hello to you, and thank you for taking the time to say hello. It's always lovely. It makes the time pass when you've got someone to chat with. Being out so much, I also see lots of other people, well, perhaps not lots, but several other people doing exactly the same as me, bird watching or just going for a walk, all wrapped up in several layers. It's the only way. And then we always say, it always gets under the conversation that, if you're out every day through winter and summer, you just automatically acclimatise to the cold and the different temperatures and dress accordingly. And for however many years I've been doing this, I can't remember the last time I was ill, had a cold. Just doesn't happen. And the other people that I meet, they say the same. Far better to be outside. I think it's, if you go from one extreme of temperature to the other, then that's when you perhaps become ill. But for me, being out all day seems to keep me healthy. Just as I have day trips out and about, maybe North Norfolk, bird watching, or into Suffolk, looking at the harbours and the wildlife there, there are lots of people who do the same and come here to Norfolk and to this viewing platform to watch the birds and see what's on here. So it just proves that, I'm not strange, despite what you all might think about always being outside and having a look at seeing what's going on. There are lots of other like-minded people all doing the same, not just here at Barton Broad, all over the Broads, especially at Hickling, Strumpshaw Fen. There's lots of different places where all these birds gather. Just yesterday, there was a Broads Authority volunteer here at the platform. First time I've ever seen a volunteer here. Just means I'm never here at the right time. That's all that means. But to have a volunteer actually at a specific location means demand is sufficient. So I found that very impressive, actually. Impressive that there was just somebody here waiting to chat to people who arrived about the area and what they've seen, share their knowledge. It's probably something that they've done for a very long time, and it just happens to be the first time I've seen them. I mean, a bird volunteer like you would get in North Norfolk, in the bird hides, that sort of thing. But they were here at the viewing platform. There's a lovely nuthatch in the tree close to where I am. Directly above the nuthatch is a jay. It's hiding. I don't know if it's hiding from me or just happens to be it's landed on that branch. But beautiful birds. Not sure what was wrong with this goose. It kept opening its mouth as if to make a noise, but there was no sound coming out. Normally you see them do that if they're calling for their friends to find out where they are, but this was silent, totally silent. I hope he's okay. a long way off, so they're slightly out of focus, but the great crested grebes are swapping one area of water to another. I know around Wroxham area there are lots of Canada geese, but up here on the Ant I don't tend to see many at all, but there are a pair here today. The Canada geese are now both in the water and they're swimming off in the direction of the swans, who are all very busy preening. Even the little grebe wants to be with the swans. It looks like they want to get out and be on the green boom there with the swans. But the swans aren't having any of it. And one comes along to tell them, no, this is our spot. I left shortly afterwards, so I don't actually know what the outcome was. Whether they managed to be allowed to stand on the green boom, I don't know. I left them to get on with it and sort themselves out. Nothing I can do. They're great fun to watch though. But the robin has found me. He often flies down and finds me. I see him up in the car park, and I know you're going to say, oh, there's lots of robins, Lisa, but no, he really does. He's got different markings on his feathers to the other ones, so I know it's him. So he's come down to find me at the viewing platform and has started cheeping, and that means only one thing. He wants more sunflower hearts for himself and his friends back up at the car park. So I'm going to do as I'm told for once and go and feed them all. I think for my other wildlife channel, I'm going to film him leading me back up to the car park and waiting to be fed, because it is just so comical. It really is. They might be little birds, but they know who feeds them and who looks after them. And of course I'm daft, so for the marsh tits and the blue tits, the chaffinch, robins, and even the squirrel, they've all got something to eat. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back again soon. Bye.